Yeah, you ready to roll, or should I throw another thing out there? All right. I'll do one more here. This one is based on the phrase that some people like to recite, WWJD, meaning what would Jesus do? As an artist in America, I prefer to take as inspiration the letters WWPRD, what would Pussy Riot do? Because Pussy Riot went to prison just to make some people listen. They said church and state's corrupt. It must be true because they're locked up. Before you lose democracy, you ask yourself and I'll ask me. WWPRD. Put in jail for 2 years each, just for punk rock public speech. What is this, the Middle Ages? Let those women out of those cages. Before you choose complacency, you ask yourself and I'll ask me. WWPRD. Minds can open in a flash when hit by art or hit by cash. Money wins as like as not. Imagination's all we've got. So let's just have the decency for you to ask yourself and I'll ask me. WWPRD. Because progress is not guaranteed. This kind of riot is what we need. This ain't the old Red Army faction. This is bold, non-violent action. To change the world, the biggest hint is art is really what convinces. That's why they always try to buy it, but they couldn't buy off Pussy Riot. So when you see bands on TV, you ask yourself and I'll ask me. WWPRD. Hey Nadezhda and Maria and your other friends who got off free, we might not share all your beliefs, and we might even have some beefs, but some things are just undisputed. You're so brave to do what you did. No drums, bass, or mics, or amps. 2 years in 2 prison camps? Those women are my heroes, and the world needs punk rock heroes. Dancing, rock and roll, and yelling, hand in hand with real rebelling. Bands who break through walls with speakers, not just try to sell you sneakers. You want bands who want to sell you things, or bands who want to tell you things? Before you don't say what you see, you ask yourself and I'll ask me. WWPRD. Because Pussy Riot went to prison just to make some people listen. Tried for 7, gave them 2 for what they had the guts to do. Minds can open in a flash when hit by art or hit by cash. Money wins as like as not. Imagination's all we've got. So let's just have the decency for you to ask yourself and I'll ask me. WWPRD. Because isn't culture all we know to fight against the status quo? So what's the scoop here in the States, where culture just collaborates? When I see Beck sell cars and I see Best Coast selling booze, all this so-called counterculture offers no better world for us to choose. A better world to live in, not the same one that we're given. Better speeches, better sparks, not just all leeches and sharks. Heart inspires, art inspires, and Pussy Riot shows me why. Because inspiration's still the one resource the 1% can't buy. So listen, people, artists, bands, before you get close with those brands, before you think it's cool to go record free at Converse Studio, before South by Southwest showcases with free Ray-Bans on your faces, before you think doing a TV ad is the best exposure your band had, just think how much strength you lend them every slight way you befriend them. You're the power. You're the biz. The world is what you say it is. The art you make, the things you say, define what is or ain't okay. Not shoes or sodas, you're the star. You define what values are. I know you need to eat, so screw it. Just ask yourself before you do it, why they give these things to you. No strings attached, that's so untrue. No strings attached, that's naive. You're shaping what we all believe. So when's the last time you said one thing that lent strength to meaning something? Each day that we sell short our talents, each day that things look so unbalanced, each day our stars get chewed to bits and used for corporate benefits. Each day I still don't have a clue. Each day we still don't have a clue. At least somewhere out in the world there's some artists I still can look up to. They might be far between and few. It might be sad, it might be true. But at least I can ask me and you can ask you, what would Pussy Riot do?
All right, let's then move back.